so bad. Yeah. Don't make fun of me. It's not like I told him on a GTI.
Agile at all.
Okay.
You've never jumped fences as a kid? The struggle.
Ready? Yeah. Oh my. Wow. It's actually quite sturdy. Hey guys, welcome back to JR14. Here I am with another video today, but this is not a normal video. This is a video where we're actually going to be doing some monumental things with the Mark 7 GTI that I've owned. Now, a lot of you guys know from that car, what I've experienced over the years has been me buying that car, liking it for stock form, and then modifying it, and really trying to teach you guys, you know, what modifications are good, what products are good versus what products aren't so great, and also just really enjoying the brand and enjoying what the GTI Mark 7 has to offer. And even to this day, I still believe that that platform has a lot to offer for what you get. Literally, like a stage 1 tune, for instance, gives you 100 horsepower more than stock. There's just so much room on the table for performance. Even suspension out of the box, that car handles extremely well, but after doing upgrades such as coilovers and sway bars and control arms and end links have really improved the performance of that vehicle. Now, I've come to the point, as you guys know, a lot of you guys ask me, have you ever wanted to sell Project Mark 7? At that point in time, I definitely wanted to go ahead and sell it, but then obviously I had to do the engine rebuild, and I told myself, once if I'm going to rebuild this motor and I'm going to have a forged bottom end, which you guys have seen from the engine rebuild series, then I was never going to sell this car, and that's still the case today. We're here in 2020, obviously due to COVID. A lot of stuff has happened. A lot of things have been delayed, and I don't know what I didn't know what to expect for this year. Definitely wanted to do something different with the car. So, where am I right now? I'm actually in Sanford, North Carolina at the AeroFab headquarters. As you see me, I'm wearing my AeroFab merch. Go to aerofab.com to purchase your AeroFab merch if you need it. Also, make sure that you check out AeroFab products coming out on the 27th, which is Black Friday sales. So, during that time, you'll be able to purchase spoiler extensions, side skirts, and front splitters, but we're going to get to that in a minute. Now, there's a reason why I've been here for about a week, and there's a reason for why I've been here for a week. I've been teasing you guys a lot about what is the next thing. Like, everyone's always asking me, what's the next step? What is the next plans for Project Mark 7 since I've done so much already? Well, as you guys know, I'm a huge track enthusiast and an autocross enthusiast. I love racing the car on the track legally. I love going, on different circuits and different tracks to see how the car behaves. As you guys know, I'm a huge fan of AeroFab products. I love what they make. I love what they do, the high quality of the products that they make and provide for your Volkswagens. But now AeroFab has definitely migrated into more of a platform where it's going to be more focused on track stuff. Now, what do I mean by track? I'm sorry. The term I would like to use is components, because the type of quality I'm going to refer to you guys here is going to be top notch. So the track components, and I'm sure that you guys have seen, if you checked out AeroFab's Instagram, that's at AeroFab, you've seen that pretty much what they have done is introduce a couple of teasers of the track edition stuff, as well as a couple pictures on the Instagram page, as well as the Facebook page. Why am I here? Why I'm in North Carolina? We're doing some big things with Project Mark 7. What is the next step after you've put a street car with a bigger turbo, with fuel pumps and a built bottom end? What is the next step? Where do you go from there if that's the route that you wanted to go? Like what is the next plateau? Like, not a plateau. What is the next platform to go on this same vehicle? So I'm here to introduce you to another series that's coming up later in 2021. This series is going to include AeroFab's track edition stuff for Project Mark 7. We're also going to be doing a couple other things that you're going to see today regarding the car. One of them is right behind this garage door right here, and we're going to take you into it right now. All right, so guys, there's multiple stages of what I'm about to show you right now. This is just going to be stage 1. Stage 1 I'm about to show you is right underneath this door, and we're going to knock on this off. All right. So, Project Mark 7. First things first, to make sure everything is correct and right, gotta go wider. So first things first. First of all, we'll give a special shout out to Mike Humphrey over at New German Performance and Boomerang. So these are Boomerang Flares for the Mark 7. They're taped on now due to the simple fact that we just, right, this, well, let's just go back real quick, right? So pretty much what we decided to do is to mock everything up to see if it's, how would it look with everything else that we got planned, and I'm going to tell you guys about a little bit later on. But I want to talk about the flares. Like I said, you can get these only at New German Performance, and the company that makes them is Boomerang over in Japan. Now, Boomerang's been out for years making all types of over flares for all different types of Volkswagens, Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3, and so on and so forth. So when I saw it for the Mark 7, I thought it was a cool, simple way to still make the car look clean and to achieve what we need to do here, which is to be wider. Now, what does this mean? Obviously, as you can see, the wheels kind of don't go with this. So the next step and what we're going to do to make sure that these are right, as you guys know, these are my Conseil Corsas. They're 18 by 9s all the way around, 35 offset in the front, 40 offset in the front, 35 offset in the rear. This is not going to cut it at all. So we're probably going to be looking at something like an 18 by 10 and a half all the way around with a very, very aggressive small offset due to the fact that I need to fill this out. This is terrible. So I need to go ahead and fill this out. That information is still being disclosed at this time. So I'm not going to disclose what wheels, and I'm not going to disclose the tires are pretty much going to be the same Accelera 651s, but I'm not going to disclose sizes yet. For y'all wheel nerds out there, y'all do the math. So that's the first step. Now, as you guys also do know, I'm running H&R coilovers on the car. So unfortunately, great coilovers for street. However, this is now a track build, meaning that this suspension is not going to cut it anymore. These wheel sizes are not going to cut it anymore, and I need wider wheels all the way around to have a better track. So, suspension, we're going to ditch that H&R coilover suspension. Nothing wrong with it, but it's time to move on and forward. I need the adjustability for the wheel fitment, for ride quality, for track, the angle of attack and all that different, jazz. In the track world, you need more adjustability rather than stock components and stock, factory like camber and stuff like that. So I am going to be fitting BC coilovers on this vehicle, and I'm going to do a whole nother video on that later on. The coilovers are not on the car yet. They're not here yet. They're being shipped as we speak, but that is another thing that you can expect. So again, this is a whole track build. You're going to see the fitting of the flares and how they're, how they're made to the car and everything else. So that's going to be shown. The suspension setup, how's that going to be adjusted? Now also the control arms. As you guys know, I currently have white line control arms on the car. We're going to change that up. I'm just going to say that. We're going to change that up. We're going to go with BFI front control arms that have RS3 front bushings, meaning that from stock to what BFI has to offer, it is the same architecture of a control arm. However, it's going to be a little different because they have RS3 bushings with RS3 bushing ball joint bushings as well. So now we're going to have a much more stiffer front end. So now we're going to move to another garage, because this is only part of the story. This is only a little part of the story. Like this is, and again, you're asking me why. Okay, you talked about 3 different companies just now, and none of them were Aerofab. So now I'm about to go to another garage, because it's time to show you what. I'm just going to show you what's next, because I'm excited. It's going to be, ooh, it's so bad. Yeah. Don't make fun of me. It's not like I told him on a GTI. This will be the intro to the video.
Yo, someone's not agile at all.
Okay.
You've never jumped fences as a kid? The struggle.
Ready? Yeah. Oh my. Wow. It's actually quite sturdy. I feel like Kevin Hart. Just rocking back and forth. It's like, you. Wow. Talk about on back of a GTI, right? I've never.
How's the view from up there?
It's actually, I feel like I'm on a high truck right now. I feel like I'm on an SUV. So, I'm sorry guys, it's different, it's just different. So, I am on the back of a Mark 7 GTI on Aerofab's Track Edition chassis mounted.
Rear wing kit.
rear wing kick. You heard from Rich in the background, rear wing kick. All right, he hates big wing gang, so please put that in the comments. So there's a couple things I could talk about. This is still a prototype phase right now, but with this being said, it is billet aluminum, right? Billet aluminum, it is chassis mounted to the hatch. I'm not light, I'm about 200 and somewhat pounds. Oh yeah, I can do this all day. Matter of fact, I don't know if I should or not. Yo, imagine if this broke on camera. This is gonna be the thumbnail. This is gonna be the thumbnail. Like, yo, you can, after you finish one track event, you can just like take a nap, a couple minutes, put a pillow there and whatnot. Rich is like, all right, be careful. You guys gotta see his face.
I am fully confident with that.
Okay, this is different, so.
I would hop on there with you.
I'm gonna put that picture up real like right now. Just both of them standing on it. That doesn't justify how high this actually really is, and I'm a little weird with heights, so. Like you guys, one guy stood on this, and one guy stood here. Yo, this is freaking wild. I just thought it was a good idea based on the idea of what Project Mark 7 is going to be, the next variation of it. We've done stock, we've done mildly street, we've done fully built motor. Now it's time to really convert it basically into a track car. But there is more than just this wing. Chassis mounted rear wings are cool, but there's more stuff, which we're going to disclose right here. So, can't talk all about it, but we want to be about it a little bit. So, don't mind the baby girl and baby boy, pink and blue going on here. So they're actually testing, wind testing to see, you know, downforce and resistance and all that other stuff. Stuff that I don't know that much about, but once this stuff is developed and we get some track time with it, which my car will be on track and we can get some data from that. This is pretty much a prototype of what it's supposed to be, as you guys can already know. So pretty much gonna be like this. All right, it's gonna be like this. So think of it like that. All right, so pretty much you have your slats here. This is all also aluminum. So it's pretty much, bam, so there you go. So not too much information on this, but this is another chassis mounted product that will, not gonna be sold together. It's gonna be separate pieces, but you want the full downforce, this is the game that we're gonna have to play. So Aerofab will be developing, it's already been developing, their track edition chassis mounted rear diffuser. I've seen how it bolts up, it's very cool. I love the way that it bolts up, it's very clean. That's one thing about Aerofab, right? They're very clean as using their mounting points is really on top notch, which makes the install really good, which makes the overall result of the product being on a car very clean, very straightforward, very easy to take on and off for servicing your vehicle and whatnot. But another thing that I'm not going to show you today is the chassis mounted front splitter. So obviously you have all the downforce in the rear, you have to have that downforce as well in the front. Now, that is not going to be shown in today's video, but again, the same purpose. You need to hunker the car down in the front of the vehicle as well, and a chassis mounted front splitter will do just that. But this stuff, unfortunately, you cannot buy today. You're not going to be able to buy it for Black Friday, but it is coming very, very, very soon, and we will do the unveil what Project Mark 7 would be with completed Aerofab Track Edition products. Well guys, I'm glad that you guys saw all of this. I wanted to tell you guys this. I wanted to show you this today because I want to prepare you guys for the next build series with the Project Mark 7, which is basically converting it into the track warrior that it is. Setting it up for competition, time attacks, circuit tracks, and all that other jazz, and even autocrossing. We're definitely going to get it set up and done. So you guys make sure that you like this video. Also, make sure if you purchase Aerofab stuff as of today, make sure that you tag Aerofab in it. They deserve it because they make good quality products and their team here is strong. So you make sure that you show them that support like your boy JR14 does, all right? Black Friday sales are coming up, so get your wallets ready and make sure you're ready to spend it on Aerofab stuff because they're, damn it!
That was good.
That was good.
You suck.
Guys, also remember Black Friday is coming out, so make sure that you get your wallets and get your credit cards ready and spend it on Aerofab because their new product line is sick, and also their new side skirts for the Mark 7, Mark 7.5 for the GTI and the Golf R are coming out on the 27th. So make sure you place your orders. Do it the 27th. All right. You guys always remember when you convert cars into a track car with Aerofab products and all the other companies that I mentioned later or earlier in this video, you guys always remember that cars are a lifestyle.